Hi, my name is Vanessa Conlin, Master of Wine and Head of Wine at Wine Access. Today I'm tasting part of the Discover France set, a collaboration between Wine Folly and Wine Access. So if you're tasting with me at home, you're going to want to have your 2016 Esprit de Fonrozay Bordeaux open and in front of you. So where are we? We are in southwest France. Bordeaux is a very important region. It's been historically a port of trade. It was actually part of a province of England for a long time, and it's enjoyed a special relationship with England ever since. It's a region that's known for blends. So when we talk about Bordeaux varieties, we're talking Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Cabernet Franc, Malbec, and Petit Verdot. Now, do they all have to be included in the bottle? No. But as a region, it's maritime, it can be variable. It's almost a way for the vintner to have a little bit of a hedge in that if one variety doesn't ripen perfectly one year, they're not betting their entire vintage on that one variety. They've got other things to blend in. But aside from that, frankly, the grapes just work together. They beautifully accentuate each other's qualities, as I hope we're going to see in this glass. So let's taste, and then we'll circle back to why you should know more about Bordeaux. So right off the bat, looking at the color, sort of medium in intensity and ruby in color. Swirling it around. Ooh, you get kind of those classic markers that I get from Bordeaux Varieties, but from Bordeaux itself. So it's got this sort of black currant, cedar, graphite note to it, a little bit of forest floor. So I'm getting both fruit and savory in this glass. Now let's taste it, and I really encourage you to let it touch every corner of your palate, and then after you've tasted it, notice not just the flavors, but what you're feeling on your palate itself. So the first thing that I notice, sort of two things happening at the same time. One is the acidity, which is fresh. My mouth is watering, not aggressively, but enthusiastically. I've got that sort of mouth-watering thing happening that makes me want to dive right back in this glass. Also, I'm noticing the tannin. So tannins come from the skins of black grapes. They give the wine this color, the red color, the structure, and that drying sensation. That is the tannin. Remember, tannins are not a flavor, they are a tactile sensation. And I'm putting these at about a medium to medium plus on a scale of low to high. In terms of body, which is again a structural component, body is the weight of the wine on your palate. It's not a taste. This is about in the medium plus range. And again, on the palate, I'm getting those notes I got in the glass on the nose, which is that sort of black currant, a little bit of red fruit on this too. Again, graphite, cedar, and sort of a really structured feel to it. It's making me think I want to pair this with like a roast chicken with truffles. So Bordeaux, as I mentioned, this is almost always a blend, not always, but usually. And this region is really divided geologically into two. We call it the left bank and the right bank. So the Gironde estuary, which is fed by two rivers, divides these in half. The left bank is often really known for Cabernet Sauvignon, has more gravel, which is better drained. Cabernet Sauvignon as a grape, we say it doesn't like to have its feet wet, meaning it likes those gravelly soils for good drainage. On the right bank, we're known more for Merlot and Cabernet Franc, where we have more clay and limestone soils. Now, this region is heavily influenced by vintage. Mother Nature is not always kind. They have to worry about things like frost and hail, which makes it, again, great to have a variety of different grapes in this glass, as different grapes can react differently during the growing season. So what you need to know is Bordeaux is one of the most famous regions in the world for red wine, but there is also white wine and rosé and dessert wine made from this region. Sauvignon Blanc is a white variety that thrives there, which can be made into dry, still white wine, or blended with Semillon, or even dessert wine called Sauterne, which if you haven't tried, it's not part of the set, but very delicious, and you definitely should. So cheers to Bordeaux, and I hope you're enjoying this set so far.